Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Hello friends, checking in on CMG VRX GPRO Twitter. Daily weekly time frame. CMG bulls in full control after holding that 445 support twice. Really strong follow through, and what stands out to me is volume. Look at the range that we had yesterday and the volume accompanying it, and look at the range and the volume today, and that range was all bull. We were all bull today. Some nice consolidation on the way up, and on the previous move to the 460 levels that we've seen have come with little consolidation, and today the bulls were building bases of support, stair-stepping their way up, and looking really strong. So I do believe that we are going to break 460, likely tomorrow. Not going to say it's a sure thing. Of course, nothing is. The goal for the bulls is to close above 460 to end the week tomorrow. The next two resistances that we're going to be looking at are on the weekly time frame at 467, the high of May 2016, and then 481.63, the high of March. The bulls are above the upper Bollinger Band. We are negating that bearish reversal candlestick, and our new higher low of support is 445. Bulls in full control of CMG. VRX, another little bullish doji. The bulls are really just struggling here to do anything. We are building a base of support in the low 940s, 950s, but that's about all the bulls have going for them. They have to break 988, 989, our little double top. And then from there, we'll look to try and see some higher lows and higher highs. The middle Bollinger Band daily resistance is going to be a key level. That's at 1045 and dropping. And we need to see the bulls get over that level in order for them to do anything to reverse the trend that we have currently been seeing. The bears are in full control on the weekly time frame as well. We have been weak here, rejecting from the middle Bollinger Band. That weekly middle Bollinger Band has been resistance now at this point for 6 months. So that just shows you how serious this downtrend has been. Look at the RSI. I can't remember the last time I saw an RSI consistently oversold like this as we continue to dump. So clearly VRX is a bear, and it's going to be a long time before that changes. So the play is to go bearish on bounces once the bulls tire out. Twitter, bulls saw some upside, rejecting from, you guessed it, the middle Bollinger Band daily resistance. This makes the fourth rejection from that level. That level is 1478. We rejected from it to the penny and gave back a lot of gains back to the downside. Big upper wick of profit taking. Support is down at the recent low of 1420 and 1425. And 26, so we are building a base down at the 1420s, but same thing, if we can't get over this daily middle Bollinger Band, the bulls are not going anywhere, and we can't be in an uptrend without that level as support. The weekly time frame also continues to show weakness, rejecting from exponential resistances. Only a couple support levels left, 1420, 14, and all-time low, 1372. GPRO, that big upper wick, showed profit taking yesterday. The bulls did not have momentum to get above the upper Bollinger Band, and we saw that follow through to the downside today, and a close near the low, indicating further downside is likely. This middle Bollinger Band is likely to be tested. That's going to be in the upper 850s to start tomorrow. We'll have to update that level. If we close below it, we'll be looking down at 834 as the next key support. So the bulls do have a higher low and higher high pattern. Ideally, personally, now that I'm scouting for a bear entry, I would like to see the bulls make another move to the upside, because I don't want to make a bearish entry after all this downward momentum we already saw today. I'd like to see a little bit of cool off to the upside and then lose that daily middle Bollinger Band support, signaling a potential bearish entry. The weekly time frame is rejecting from the weekly middle Bollinger Band resistance. If we close tomorrow below 871, it will be yet another rejection from this 8-period exponential resistance, which has been rejecting the price for a few months at this point. So that's what we've got heading into tomorrow. A lot of these names bearish. Obviously, CMG is not, but the clear long-term VRX, Twitter, and GPRO patterns are bearish. And if we see the S&P 500, I've been saying these in these videos for the past couple months, if we see the S&P 500 see a more significant pullback, which we're starting to see, if these names can't do anything bullish with the market at all-time highs, what's going to happen when the market begins to consolidate a bit more significantly? And we saw GoPro dump to a new all-time low, VRX continuing to push to the downside, and I will look for Twitter to do the same if this market continues to pull back as we have been seeing in the recent past. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you over the weekend.